tonight. We're gonna go drinking tonight. Drinking tonight. We're gonna go drinking tonight. Tequila time, feeling fine as long as you're buying. Line 'em up and double fist. We drinking this, drinking that, drinking till we yak. There's never been a night like this. Oh yeah, Jaeger bomb time, Corona and lime. Party all night till closing time. You know that girl's gonna try me to drinking tonight. We're gonna go drinking tonight. Drinking tonight. We're gonna go drinking tonight.
Hey guys, it's Steve with Orlando Collector Deviants. We are here tonight with the Silverline crew. They got their newest Kickstarter going through. We got Mr. Roland Mann, Silverline head honcho. And we got
What's
Rory
up?
Boyle, who is also a co-writer of Steam Patriots, which this is issue 2 coming out.
It certainly is. And I look more like a pirate now that I think about it.
It's the beard.
It's the beard.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
stay forever.
you gotta get a little more gray in the beard like me and Roland.
I found my first one. Oh,
Uh-oh.
yeah, I
One
know.
leads to 50.
That's
right.
right.
That's what I hear. And don't pull it because 2 more will grow.
Yeah. Yeah, you just keep
Okay,
believing
guys,
that.
how are you guys doing tonight?
Superb.
I am doing dandy.
I'll be happy when we have, what is it, 30 something more dollars and we hit
That's
that
right.
exact
Once-
50% mark on the Kickstarter.
Yeah. Once we get to the halfway mark during your show, Steve, we'll be happy.
Okay, so we are going to work on that, and Trish can sit there and tag that we're up, and we'll try to get that $30 while we're on the show.
Excellent. I have faith in you. I'm going to open up my window so I can monitor it.
Scott should be in the green room, powdering his nose.
Yeah.
Yep, there he is.
Oh,
Hello.
And now, late, but he's like
I've been
taking
here
after
for
Roland.
about 3 minutes. I heard the whole intro. I've been sitting and waiting, twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah, but we started late, waiting on you.
Ah,
So, and like I said, you're sitting there getting Roland habits.
What?
which
Oh my gosh.
and you
See,
mean
I- party?
industriousness and creativity? Is that what you mean?
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Brownie
wait, hold
points.
on, wait a minute. Oh no, that's
We don't
not a
get
brown
paid
spot on my
anymore. Cut it
computer. That's on your nose.
Well, I'm glad to be here, despite the ribbing right out of the gate, which I expected.
No, yes. It's only going to get worse.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Especially if Roland's here. So
Hey, have you seen how cool this cover looks?
Oh,
okay, hold on. Let me go to
That's
the
awesome.
solo layout for you.
I know. Look how cool this
Now-
is.
Now explain the cover.
So, you mean why it's special?
Why it's special and
This
why
is-
it has so much overhang on around the edges.
Oh, this is what they call an uncut cover. Okay, so this is a proof uncut cover. This is what an
I
uncut
thought it was a
cover.
proof.
Yes, this is what an uncut cover would look like, except the back is wrong. It's a different. It's a wrong back. But what happens is this is the way they're printed, and then they'll go through and they'll get stapled, right, which is right here in the middle of here. They'll get stapled and they'll get folded, and as they get folded, then the printer will trim them on these sides up here, right? So that's how. If you ever sometimes see a comic book that's got a little bit of white or some kind of discoloration at the top, it's because the trim is a little bit off. But that's what will happen. They'll come through and they'll trim this off in the that's kind of the last part of the printing process. But this is what you would call an uncut cover. They're not super easy to get, but I mean, you could ask your printer for them. I get them because I know people.
Well, you basically grew up with the printers.
Yeah.
That's right. So, and the other thing is, because these are fairly new for us, one of the things that they were doing is they were trying different looks to see what it would look like. And so he would, I see him pretty regular. So he would bring me some, what do you think about these? And I'm like, man, I don't like those. Right. And so we would talk about the different things. And then, of course, he'd send me a video and I'm like, ooh, that looks good. And he'd send me this, he'd send me that. And so, I have actually a stack of both. Do I have them in here? No, I don't. I have a stack of Trump's misprints from issue number 4 from the Kickstarter we just did. I got probably, 30 of these. They're misprinted because the 5th ink, we were just talking about this before we went live. The 5th ink, which is this part right here, the silver part, was crooked. And so it had, now I probably could have given it to most people and they never would have noticed it, but we noticed it. And it was like, no, that the ink's not lining up. The 5th ink wasn't lining up. And so he just like, I'm not going to, I just want to show you what a pain this was. And so he gave me all of them. And so I figured what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give them out to Trump's fans when I see them at shows. But yeah, it's just an uncut cover. And you could say it has a blemish because of that. But I don't recall if he had anything. Some of them he's got notes on too. He's got written notes on the side, some of the problems that he was having, but
super rare.
Oh yeah. Tommy notes.
See, I think you should put them in your mystery boxes when you do your mystery boxes.
No, that's not a bad idea. That's actually a great idea. Yeah, I'll hold on to those for some of those for that.
Make sure Tommy's notes are family friendly.
Oh, they are. Yeah, most of them are.
It's got pictures of Roland tied to train tracks with dynamite.
Yeah, and with a tune. On King Jones. Yeah, most of them are kind of coded like with inches and basically he was measurements on as to how much the it's off, right? But you can see this is just beautiful. This is just gorgeous.
I can fix my hair.
I know you can see that. That's the thing. It's just so awesome.
So
cool.
this is our Quentin Bedwell cover, and it's amazing. But
Yes.
a little behind the scenes, the next one he does is actually going to explode when you open it.
The whole yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a one-off.
That's the next thing we're gonna do. It's a pop-up book.
A little firecracker.
That's
in there.
really
It's
cool
fun.
looking.
Yeah. I wonder if they could do pop-up covers.
Yeah, why not?
Covers? Like
Yeah.
Covers?
Pull the tab and then
Yeah,
things like
you don't-
stand up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, so when I was at Malibu, Sergio Aragonés, who you guys should probably all know,
Yes, Sergio.
we did a pop-up cover for his Mighty Magnor. Yeah, you open the front and it was a pop-up, like a kid's
That's
book.
amazing.
We
Yeah.
could do like the Mad Magazine fold-in thing, right?
I love those, dude. Fold-ins.
Yeah.
The back cover was a
Yep.
fold-in.
Yep.
Yeah. Our paper that we use for our covers, I legit considered that, but the paper that we use is too coarse for our covers.
Yeah.
So we would have to do like a self cover, and self cover is just for those who
The
know a
same
lot of
as the
comics.
interior.
Yeah, it's the same paperweight as the interior.
Yeah.
So
See, I think like with your foil cover right there, you
Mhm.
should have it because it would work great for that Steam Patriots where it has like where it's raised around the glasses where you can kind of feel the 3D on it.
that's embossed. So that is a different kind of enhancement. I don't think. Let me actually ask Tommy if they can do. I don't think they can do embossed yet. But I'm going to send him.
We could get puff paint and we could do it by hand, right? And
Yeah.
add to each one, right? And glitter.
Yeah,
and-
you could do
Just
that.
have a little party.
Yeah.
Everyone sit around and get their own. And
When I say we, Tommy can. Well, ask Tommy.
No, I just when you were doing that proof right there and you were shining on Ben's glasses, his goggles right there.
Yeah.
It's like that would be so cool if you could just feel it, you know.
Yeah.
That would.
Yeah, I love those kinds of covers, but that's embossed, and that's just when you touch it, it's just raised a little bit.
That might be a trade paperback option.
Mm-hmm.
That could be cool. Yeah,
Cool. Give it a texture. I love it. I love that idea.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's very, very cool.
Or make it just a certain level on the Kickstarter where you have so many where you can pick that cover.
Yeah. Or one of the things I've seen happen, it's a stretch goal. If we reach so much, of course, usually that kind of thing is on. I don't know how easy embossing would be on a comic book cover. I don't know that I've ever seen embossed comic covers. I've seen embossed like novels, hard covers, and what'd you say? Braille.
Like Braille.
Yeah.
Well, I know I've got some from back in the day, like
from embossed.
Like with I think it was either with the Ghost Riders or something.
I think the Malibu, the bullet hole cover I did was embossed. Now that I think about it,
I know shoot each of them.
Yeah, just put them all up in a stack. And just...
It's funny. True story here. When we did that, somebody, because we claimed it was the first one, right? Somebody sent us, not me, but somebody sent the company a letter saying, "Hey, you guys can't claim that." Yeah, because I did it first, but I shot mine all with a gun.
Yeah.
It was a press, right? It went through it. But he got mad. I think they made him go away. I'm not really sure how.
Oh man, it disappeared him.
You can still find those in the cheap boxes, of course.
They made him hold the next set.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Stand still. Yeah, this is how dangerous shipping comics fulfillment is.
Oh,
yeah,
blood.
You need
a
comic book Purple Heart.
Yeah. So.
Now we're trying to get you that last $30. So
yes, sir.
I want Scott and Rory to tell us what's continuing in book number 2 to make these people spend that $30 to get you to the halfway point.
Rory, did you write book number 2? Did
I write book number 2?
Did we write the plot yet? Have we figured that out?
The AI come back yet?
Has the AI spat out our plot yet?
The AI.
It just came back with, this is crap.
It does not compute. Steam Patriots issue number 2 continues right where number 1's cliffhanger left all of our readers wanting more. We left Felix in the lurch. There's trouble right there, and you turn that last page and you're greeted with a Kablam advertisement, I think, right?
I think, yeah.
And that is not the continuation of the story. Something's going on there in that last page with Felix and his dad. So there's trouble brewing. Number 2 picks right up where that left off.
Oh, that was even the Kickstarter version.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got the flip book there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was.
So all the people who loved our story, which I think was 100% of our readers, loved our 110%. Story. 110% of our readers loved the story. It picks right up. So Felix was in peril, and there was doom right there on the horizon, and we just amp up the trouble. In issue 2, you got a little taste.
Crank it to 11.
To 11, you saw him meet Ben Franklin, and there's just a brief exchange between the two of them. So you get more Ben Franklin. We also introduce a another real person from history, a young man who volunteered, and I don't want to give too much away.
America's First Spy.
She just gave too much away.
I know, sorry.
Yeah.
People are Googling now.
Yeah, I know. Who's America's First Spy? So, yeah, the set are true fans out there. He's introducing this story, and he's going to go along with Felix, too. So there's some intrigue and some sneaking around. But we keep the tension and the danger level high through it. We don't want to ease up too much. And you get a little taste of the weapon that we tease in issue 1 as well.
Awesome.
I think. I mean,
I think.
You,
Yeah.
you think.
I think.
The
If
only
I
one
remember
knows is Roland knows, right?
Roll.
Yeah.
And Tommy.
He's seen it. Oh yeah, I don't know if Tommy's seen it yet.
Tommy. He probably hasn't
Tommy's
read
seen
it,
them
though.
all. He's
Yeah.
Sworn to secrecy on so many books.
Yeah.
Poor guy. No, they just
Tommy
spit
doesn't
out.
read them. Tommy
No,
doesn't
he
read
just
any of them.
Yeah.
no.
He looks at all of
He
them.
looks yes.
Yeah, but he doesn't read them. I said something to him the other day. I said, "Hey man, did you ever read the book that we did together?"
Yeah.
And he said,
I haven't.
Yeah. He goes, "I inked every page, man."
Yeah, but he never
But a
read it.
politician answer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Dude, I inked every page. I'm like, that's not what I asked you. Did you read them?
Are you questioning
Yeah,
my
I know what
ability?
happens. I know what happens. That's what
Right.
he said.
Right. I get the
follow
gist
the
of it.
pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. Rory and I said we both love stories where the problems keep compounding.
Mhm.
So we want Felix to be in a jam for a long time. We don't want to let up the tension, and we want Felix to, be the cause of a lot of his problems. Hopefully people picked up in the first one. He's kind of got a little bit of an attitude.
Hubris.
Yeah, and that will continue.
The
With
classic young
issue
teenage
2.
boy.
Yeah, he's a punk. He's a
Yeah.
15-year-old punk. Needs to get slapped around and learn some lessons.
Ben Franklin's just the guy to do that.
Yeah. Boy, here, hold this kite.
Yeah. I'm going to be over here.
Yeah, just hang tight.
This guy.
Now, I know I asked this the first time
Yes.
you guys were on the show, but that
Has to
seems
begin.
like forever again.
It is forever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why revolutionary times?
Aha.
Ah,
Roy?
well, so obviously we're super patriots. We both served in the Coast Guard for a number of years, and we love
Puddle jumpers.
steampunk.
Oh.
Sorry, what?
Puddle jumper.
What?
Yeah.
And so we love the steampunk idea, but it's always 1800s, Victorian England, and we wanted to make it American and give it an origin, because steampunk was always an established thing. It's just there. Everyone knows this is how it is. Well, how did it get there? So if we can do, kill two birds with one stone, make it American, and give it an origin and really solidify it, kudos for us. And who better to be like the godfather of steampunk than America's own Ben Franklin?
Yeah. Yeah. And we said too, we can give it a setting that we don't have to really explain what's going on. We don't have to explain who this character is. And we
Still an era of
yeah.
fantasy,
People can grab the book, something familiar, but then something new. And we wanted that origin. It's got to start somewhere. So I keep likening Ben's Franklin, the Franklin boilers that are in our world to like the Model T. So they made the Model T, but then people realized, I can use it as a pump or a tractor or put skis on it, and so you had these Model Ts being used for more than just a car. So the Franklin boiler, it's propulsion, but then it can move be a mill or hooked up to something like a locomotive or a trolley kind of thing. And Rory and I are talking about how do we integrate it into the maritime world? Teaser.
We have
if
a
there's
few ideas.
Ships, what happens with a real boiler and when seawater splashes into a bilge? Boilers blow up. So do ship captains want a boiler on their ship? Do they want a paddle wheel? Do they trust the technology? And we wanted it all to be very new, and then when people question, am I going to use? I don't want this. I'll use my horse, and sails were good enough for my great grandfather and everybody. Why do I need a paddle wheel or anything? And it's something like that.
Well, and you're also bringing history to the kids that don't get it at school anymore.
Right.
And that
There's a cool story behind that, actually.
Exactly.
You guys
really?
tell him that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did. We through, the word of the internet, somebody came across our story and knew somebody, and she goes by Teaching Little Wonders with a Z at the end. She's an elementary school teacher, and she's huge on TikTok. And so She got a paper copy of Steam Patriots and loved it so much that she's going to keep a copy of it in her classroom. And she threw it out on TikTok and then all her social media, and which is what we love. We really, really love it. We would love if someone picked up Steam Patriots, you read the fantasy story, and then was inspired to find out, okay, what really happened. And we would love if, as our story grows, to have that avenue, to have that outlet. And we're actively trying to get in front of historical societies and reenactors, and we would love to. It is kind of tough sometimes because people get a little squirrely about when it's not real history. Yeah, when it's not real history, and then we understand that. But we would love it to be the thing that opens the door to somebody saying, "Okay, what did Ben Franklin really do?" Or learn more about George Washington or the Revolution, or any history. So they realize it can be cool. It's interesting. There's so much there that they can learn about, and that's one of our goals. That's one of the things that gives us joy. And when we get an email or a comment when someone said, someone will say something about real history that they didn't know, or I love it. I love that. And we had someone comment about in the opening of our story, we want Felix's dad to be obviously torn. That's not a cut and dry decision to just, yes, England bad, America good. It meant upheaval. And so we wanted the father to be like, I don't know if this is a great idea. And we had a reader send us a message and say, is his dad like a jerk or is his dad torn? And we're like, well, wait,
you have to find number 2 to find out.
But the fact that you asked the question makes us really happy. Because that's we want his dad to have character development. We want Felix to grow, and we want people to understand the mindset of the time and the questions they had to ask, and the turmoil of that era.
And speaking of having it in schools, my film and literature professor wants to teach it in his course. As amazing,
as the pinnacle of literature, right?
This is how you're supposed to.
He's going to throw out all the rest of his books. I mean, Chaucer and Shakespeare and
Beowulf. You don't need that.
It's all you need.
Yep.
Tommy says they can't do embossed covers.
Tell him my puffy paint idea.
Tell him he needs to get with the times. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the kids
Get the Emboss-O-Matic.
The Emboss-O-Matic, yeah.
The 5,000 or the 6,000?
Now, with Steam Patriots, it is 2 more issues after this one, correct?
That's the plan so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we
two more issues to finish this. I will add this arc. 2 more this arc. Yes.
Yeah.
And then are we looking at a trade?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll give you my comic books for your comic books. There's a good trade.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be a good trade.
If you really want to devalue it, we'll just sign it.
I'll trade you 1 Steam Patriots today for 2 Steam Patriots tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have written the first 4 to end. Not end, to be a good point. Okay.
Complete.
Yeah.
And that if someone wants to set it down, we would cry and we would shake them and say, "You fool!" The story goes on. There's many more years of war and tumult. So this first arc covers a little chunk of real history. When we made it a point we want to follow real history as best we can. We've made a few accommodations for the story to fit, but we don't have to mess with much. And that the bigger problem we have is gleaning down to the core of what we're going to use and not bombarding the reader with every cool thing we've discovered in history. And
it's a lot.
Yeah. Because we want to be Felix's story, so it's his perspective.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I think he's got a little bit of a delay.
Do I?
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah, it happens in real life too. It's weird.
No, it kind of reminds me of like Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter,
Yeah.
the book, but comic version. You're filling in the holes that are there from history.
Yeah.
we actually are.
Making history fun.
Yeah, well, we specifically want to find little bits that are unclear and use those.
And I'm not talking the movie. I'm talking the actual book.
Yeah, the book. Yeah, the movie wasn't that great. Yeah, we want people to get. So it opens with the Battle of Long Island, and people to find out what happened. How many ships are in the harbor, and what happened with then the Battle of White Plains, and we just want it to be enough, and we wanted to use just the right stuff that it's a fun story, and then people will maybe crack open a book or get online, and even Wikipedia. It's fun to look at a timeline and see everything that was happening at the same time, and this battle over here, this campaign over here, and
now have you gone to Wikipedia and put all your own info in there?
Yeah.
When the Franklin boiler was invented, and the
weaponization of the Leyden jar.
Right. The firing of the electrical weapon killed how many British soldiers, turning the tide. That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Turn them into dust.
Now, Roland.
Yes, sir.
This is not the only book that's on the Kickstarter. We got a brand new one, Beyond the Stars, correct?
It's the second issue of this one also.
Oh, is it the second issue?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, damn it. I thought this was number one. Yeah,
you can get number one, just like you can get number one of Steam Patriots. The first issues of both of the books are available readily and easily. But no, this is actually the second issue.
Okay, because on your Kickstarter, it says Beyond the Stars, number 1 of 6.
Oh, in the text?
Yep, down at the where it says the stories.
Oh, yeah, he's right. Oh, man. Ooh.
Okay. Let's see. Let's talk for just a minute, and let's see how long that stays there.
Now our sales are going to go through the roof because everyone's like,
too. While he's doing that,
wait. Where does it say this? Beyond the Stars, the second issue of a 6 issue.
Right there.
Oh, in that. Oh,
yeah, right on the front page.
Yeah, I was looking.
Look, he's putting on blast your typo for the whole internet to see.
Yeah, now it's forever. That's it.
That's what friends are for.
I was going to give a glowing endorsement of Beyond the Stars. It is a great space story, and Ron Fortier is a great storyteller. So he's got a great team, and the story. If you like sci-fi stuff, it checks all the boxes. Yeah. A really great job.
Yeah. Of course, anyone who's been in reading comics for why did no one catch that until just now?
Just now,
yeah.
Because I pay attention.
Not even the creators of Beyond the Stars told me. Right?
Probably because everyone's so used to seeing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Glossed over it.
See what happens when you copy and paste? Because I do this all the time. I tell you, Roland.
I have templates set up.
Yes, that's professional.
I'm going to tell you, Roland, with the Olo Comic and Toy Show web page, I didn't realize I had like a wrong date till somebody got something wrong. I spelled something wrong or whatever, and they didn't tell me till like 3 days before the show. And the website's been up for like a year.
Yeah.
Really? Well, you will recall I pointed out to you privately a misspelled thing on your intro, and you publicly said, Roland, you'll notice I purposely didn't change that just to irritate you. Do you recall that, Steve?
I do.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, Trish, do you recall? I pointed it out to you privately, and then you publicly said
Tommy wants
On
to know
Wham.
what on earth Steve is doing on Wham.
Isn't it nice of us, Tommy, to allow him on? Is it?
I know, right? So tonight our special guest.
Well, Tommy, if you think it's Wednesday, there's problems.
Tommy has problems.
Tommy just does Tommy's thing. He's up at all hours, and we see him on this show, that show. He comments here and there.
He's a man about town.
He's or some sort of vampire. I'm not sure. I have seen him in the sun. I have seen him outside.
Yeah.
I can
Was he
vouch
sparkly?
for that.
Was he spark?
Was it sparkly Tommy?
He was not crying out. He was okay.
So, okay. So, keep endorsing Beyond the Stars #2.
I will do
Yes.
that. Ron Fortier and his team. I don't know what else to say. I do not know what's going to happen in the second story. He's set up a great world and with huge stakes, ribeye, and it's.
See, I was thinking vampire steaks.
Well, okay, either one.
Yeah, it works.
Space vampires with their steaks. #1's great, and like I said, if you're a sci-fi fan with this sprawling space opera idea of a story, it's really well done, and Ron's no newbie to storytelling. He's
he's prolific.
How many titles to his name, and if anybody doesn't follow him on the socials, he's on a lot with reviews of pulp books, and a lot of pulp is his thing. So follow him too. I get confused. He's got Ron and Ronald. He's got two. I don't even know which one's his professional account. I forget.
Ronald, really sure.
Ronald Fortier, and he's on the other socials as well. It's pretty good for a seasoned gentleman with the technology. Ron, we love you.
I like that. Roland, me and you are seasoned.
Seasoned, yeah.
With floor seasoning.
I like to tell my wife I'm spicy.
Yes.
Steve, go look and see. I think you might have missaw that error. I think it's not there. I don't think that's a real error there.
Yeah. Steve, you're crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you might
check that
get
again.
Get those glasses checked.
Well, let me double check. Yeah, I see it right there.
I think what you got to do is you have to refresh. That's probably in your cache from before it went. Hey, Trish! I see Trish in the background.
Oh,
she can't hear.
Hey, Trish, keep it closed, and they're saying hi because they're seeing you. I'm cooking dinner, and she's in there trying to. Oh, look at that! You put a #2 on it now.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve, for pointing that out. I had no idea. And the weird thing is, like I said, none of Beyond the Stars team pointed it out to me.
Now you're going to get all the money because everybody was thinking they were getting #1 again.
Yeah, right.
So now everybody's going to do it.
See, it's like these guys. I don't hold those guys responsible for that because that's not really their book. They just say, "Cool, that's there, right?"
Yeah.
So they would have spotted though.
Now I have to go back and double check our stuff.
Yeah.
Well, Scott sent me one or two things early on.
Little guys.
A couple, early. I can't remember exactly what they were, but you did send me a couple of things. So, hey, do this.
It was like a comma and a double space. That was about it.
I don't remember.
And
there were a couple of things. So, but the point was you pointed out some things.
They were dangling participles, and your gerunds were all catawampus.
We don't want to know what's dangling.
A lot of dangling. Too much for Kickstarter. I mean, what sort of campaign are we?
Dangly wobblers.
Roland, this is the first time I've been on screen with you since the campaign. Have you? I tell people when we shamelessly plug, you can search Steam Patriots, you can search Beyond the Stars, you can also search Silverline. But Roland, have you seen the Silverliner underwear that's running?
Oh my gosh!
They've been getting an endorsement from us the whole time. We say throw on your Silverliners and go make sure you back Silverline.
Pick up some Silverline.
Yeah. But I want to say to them, they can stop listening now. The Silverline underwear people. It does kind of sound like old people underwear, like with your silver sneakers and the silver liner underwear. It sounds like. But
yeah, but you didn't read the rest of the. You don't recall the rest of the tagline, do you?
I haven't. That's all I saw.
Is that?
I didn't want to dive into that.
Have a thing?
Underwear.
No. I
Is there more to it?
Oh yes. And I didn't go to the campaign, so I'm on the Kickstarter page now. I'm going to say search.
Yep.
And I'm going to type in.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Isn't it? I spotted this the other day quite by accident because I was showing people how to find it, right?
Yeah.
And so, it's not there now. Wait, where's it at? It's just third now. It's Silver Lining underwear revolutionized to protect your. Can I say it, Steve?
Yeah, say it.
Underwear revolutionized to protect your balls.
What?
Oh yes.
What? The?
Yeah.
They have, and the picture is it's a pretty cut. It's a pretty cut black dude. So
he must work out.
Overrated.
It boosts fertility.
Oh,
I'm on the page now. Oh my gosh.
Protects you from EMFs.
What's up with our sperm?
This is testosterone.
Oh my! Okay.
Science guy. Oh, it's okay. It's interesting. So it's about cell phones. Cell phones. People put cell phones in their pockets and it irradiates your testicles, right? So this is supposed to this underwear is supposed to protect your balls,
bits and pieces,
from your cell phone.
Okay. This is good stuff.
This is
the stuff you learn.
Let's see.
So Wednesday night.
It.
Wait a minute. I would like to point out Wednesday nights, the whole team, everybody gives me a hard time because we will be on course. We'll be talking about the topic, and then we go off on some strange tangent. I would like to point out that tonight we've been talking about comic books. We've been talking about our books, and Roland is the cause of this major. Where he took us just. Yep.
Be careful how you make that sound.
Does it say anything about that?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
That's okay. I just like that it has the odor control. That's all I care about. I mean,
right.
Yep.
I might have to back these and rock them on a Wednesday show.
It's actually closed now. So
no, we missed it.
Yeah. So it still shows up in the search if you search for Silverline.
We should have teamed up with them.
I know.
Co-promote.
Make mine Silver Lining.
We can all put on.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Yep.
Scott stood up,
yep.
and you clicked to the image at the exact same time.
It's good. Well, I mean, we've got.
Steve was like, "No, we don't need to see that."
Nope. I am wearing pants for once. We've got our T-shirts rolling. We could get our branded underwear, right? We get Ben Franklin's face.
There's an explosion.
Explosion on the back and the face on the front.
I like this.
What can we get like Silverline like those booty shorts that has like juicy on the butt and just Silverline?
Tommy, you're missing.
Tommy wants to.
We're still right across the. I have Tommy wearing those while he's out biking.
Yes.
Yeah, he can show those off. Yeah. Tommy, you're missing all the fun. We're
like a moving billboard.
Now, I was gonna say I had the other night. What was it? Was it last week? Maybe. Like at 1:30 in the morning, it come on saying Wednesday Whammers talking about whatever the hell they want to talk about. But it was like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I had to go on and see what was going on.
That was
it was like a Friday or a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh, is there like a replay
from?
Yeah. We have as part of the Madness Network, we actually have 1 a.m. replays. Except for Saturday morning, and that's 2 a.m. because they said they do a gaming thing on Friday night and asked us to move it back. But every morning at 1 a.m. we do at 1 a.m. Eastern time. There you can find a Silverline replay. We are up to episode. What did I say? I'll tell you. 77. We have done 77 of them.
Ooh.
So yeah. I keep prepping them 5 or 6 at a time, and I'll upload them, and then they're scheduled. You might want to catch tonight's, because tonight's is Masterpiece Theater.
Oh my!
You guys remember that?
Oh wow!
Good.
Wow! I don't know if I could
stomach it.
Tonight is the Wednesday Wham Masterpiece Theater, and then tomorrow night is the Sunday Masterpiece Theater.
We read Kalis, right? Is that the one we read?
This is the one where I think we did the Mantis Files.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, I love the ones where we got to pick how somebody else read it.
Yeah,
that was a great one. That was years ago. That was good.
Yeah, that was from. I don't have the date right here in front of me, but it's around 20 into 2020. Mm-hmm. So more than 2 years ago.
We were so young.
I was so hairless.
Yeah.
And you didn't have your gray hair yet, Rory.
Your gray hair. My gray hair.
Yeah.
Gray
hair.
Long way down the road.
But yeah, I'm kind of excited about it because at 1 a.m. everybody 1 or 2 a.m. everybody kind of in the U.S. is kind of done. And so this is a way that we can capture hopefully some other time zones. Or those folks out on the West Coast who are smoking their joints before they go to bed. They can, man, let's watch some Silverline.
Oh yeah.
My mind's blown, man.
That's right.
Well, not everybody was done, because I'm like, what the hell is Silverline doing on at 1 o'clock in the morning? And then I go over and it's Haley. Haley's on there. I'm like, what the hell is she doing up?
1 a.m.
Yeah. No, there's no way she'd be up.
Yeah.
And she was peppy. It's like, why she got too much energy at 1:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
Somebody gave her a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, those are all replays. I called them reruns, but Pop said, don't call them reruns, call them replays. So they're all replays, and we've been doing it, like I said, now for more than 2 months.
And I've only seen it pop up on and it's only popped up on my phone once.
And that's weird.
Yeah, I don't YouTube notifications don't. I get them sometimes. I don't understand that.
Yeah, same.
I got stuff I've subscribed to, and it. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I don't know.
Now
they're not replaying on the Silverline channel, just to be clear. Not on the Silverline YouTube channel. They're playing on Silverline Twitter and on Silverline Twitch and on Silverline
Facebook, right?
No, they're not on Facebook.
Because I think that's where I caught it, was off of Facebook.
Oh, maybe it is on Facebook. Yeah. But for the YouTube, it is on the Madness Network.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is Comic Talk, one word, with Pops Van Zane.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so what's next in the pipeline for Silverline, besides trying to get that $30 tonight?
Yeah, somebody's listening. Go pledge. We are $31 away from the 2,000 point. You're listening. You're like, I haven't pledged. I'm talking to you.
Tommy, you haven't pledged yet.
Tommy, double pledge.
So go look. You can find something on there. You don't have to get the super fancy foil. Although why would you not?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. These are going to be collectible, right? Because these are the only way that the Kickstarter is the only way you can get these, right? So and we don't go print a whole lot. We print to order plus a few for the creators. So, for instance, and I'm making up numbers here because I don't know, but let's say that let's see, there's 67 backers. So let's say that 60 people got this. There's going to end up being about 75 total printed. That's it. That's all. No more.
Yeah.
That's we won't reprint them. Yeah, so you can only get these nifty cool covers. They are Kickstarter exclusive covers. So if you like this kind of stuff, and I know you comic fans from the 90s, you're all about that stuff.
And this is better than 90s foil.
It is.
It
is.
It's like next level.
Yes.
I mean, I will hold it up to my Iron Man 290 or my Iron Man 300 foil covers and Steam Patriots.
Ours is practically hammered gold. I mean, it's just,
yeah.
it's just paper thin.
It's gorgeous, like the dwarves in the mines of the Moria. They're forging these covers.
Steady at work. That's right. Yeah. So we don't have any. So you're asked what comes after this. So
what's in the pipeline? What is Silverline doing?
So
besides looking into making underwear.
Oh crap! I don't need to open.
We're about to change over manufacturing from comics to underwear.
Have Tommy switch the machine over. I think
paper
he just
underwear.
Flips a switch and puts in cotton.
He flips the whole machine over.
Underwear.
I was trying to go to our schedule on Discord to see what was up there.
Well, Steve should have been reading our newsletter, right? There was some information about it. Yeah,
I mean, should.
You know how much stuff I get from Silverline?
Because you are a super fan, and we are very thankful.
Yeah.
And because I back everything basically from you guys, so I get it from every
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I will have to say I am one of those guys. Okay. I go through
so what you need to do,
I move it all to the Kickstarter file.
Yeah.
So what you need to do, Steve, because I know what you're talking about, because one of the things, and my own team said something to me about it one time. They said, "Do you really need to send an update to every single Kickstarter?" And I'm like, yes, I do. And I'm going to, thank you, because it's not all the same people. Some are, right? We've got like a core that kind of goes with this, like you, that goes in and backs every Kickstarter we do. But there are some, they're like, oh, I only was in for Divinity. I am sending all these messages to them. So they'll say, hey, look, here's something else kind of cool you should back, right? And so what I would suggest to someone like you, Steve, that gets everything, is read one of them and then move the rest of them to wherever you move them to. I won't say where you should move them to, but move them to wherever you move. Archive them.
But you know where you could.
Actually, I have a Kickstarter folder, and I move it all over to a Kickstarter folder.
Yeah.
That way, when you send me my thing, and I have to know what I bought, my survey, and I have to know what add-ons I've bought, I can go back and see what add-ons real quick.
Yeah. But the one of the things I started trying to do about 2 Kickstarters ago, I realized, and you helped me realize this, Steve, is that I was sending the exact same thing out to everybody. So I'm like, how can I reward the people who do look at all of these, right? So, for instance, when I separated all my when I did the updates, so for like the people who backed Steam Patriots 1 and Beyond the Stars 1 and those campaigns, I said, hey, the second issue is here. Here's some preview art, right? Go back it. But for like the Cat and Mouse Kickstarter campaigns, right? So there's been 3 of those. So I did the same thing. I'm like, hey, we got a new Kickstarter. Here it is. Go back it. And oh, by the way, here's some artwork for the next issue of Cat and Mouse that you get a sneak peek at, right? So I try to make them each a little different now based on the particular campaign. They're all there to push you to the new campaign, obviously, right? But what I try to do is give you a little bit of something different for each of those, in case there are people who are like, I'm going to read every single one of these updates. So we figured out this is our 24th campaign.
That's Vic. Only Vic does that.
What's that?
Well, Vic reads them all.
Yes, Vic reads them all, right? So the thing about it is, this is our 24th
reply
campaign.
to all of
That
them.
means I sent out 23 different campaigns that message that, hey, we're running a new one, go back it. So I try to make a couple of them a little bit different to reward those who are looking at them, so that you get a sneak peek at some of the art.
Crafty. I like it.
Rory's like, man, I shouldn't have deleted them all. Now I
Yeah.
need to go back and look.
Something special.
Now,
Ugh.
I do have a complaint
Uh-oh.
because you guys got the shirt on there as an add-on, but you don't got it for fat people like me.
Well, what size do you need?
More than an extra large.
Is that all it goes
you
in?
guys
You're not looking in the right place then.
No, I'm looking. It goes to small, medium, large, or extra large.
I am not an extra large.
Go to your add-ons.
I'm
Go
going.
look.
Yeah, I'm checking
No.
it out.
No. $18 for a small, medium, large, or extra large. $20 for a 2XL to 6XL.
Oh, that's way down at the bottom. You need to put them all together. I don't go all the way down.
Are you looking at the add-on itself? In the add-ons where you add on? Those
Yeah,
are organized. Those are organized by price, and I can't rearrange those.
Ah,
But if you look on the front page where it is, it's in the exact same spot. That Steam Patriots T-shirt is sweet.
It looks really cool.
And
Yeah,
you've
but
seen the
Those
t-shirts,
colors.
Steve. They really. I'm really happy with our T-shirt maker. I
so
think,
who's your
Is
T-shirt
it
maker?
the Prince
Give
Haley
them
one?
a shout out.
well, no, because I think he might be doing it out of the back door of his employer. So
We're just happy.
until he gives us the okay to
Boxes just fall out of the back of
this.
this truck, and
I'm
we'll
just
pick 'em
gonna
up.
say I'm real happy with our T-shirt maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Roland, you
Yes,
go
sir.
meet people in parking lots, get stuff out of their trunks. And you
Listen,
Actually, we've got like a video of him and Tommy getting stuff out of the trunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Something for you.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. Tommy's got one of those like child seat things in the back of the bike, but there's no child in it.
There's no.
right? Yeah.
Hey, can you
So
help me with this?
The story is, we were talking about T-shirts one time, and somebody said, "I know a guy who's trying to start his own T-shirt business up. It's a print on demand." And I'm like, "So you need to explain to me, because the T-shirts that I've seen, I didn't like them because they crack and and I'm like, I don't want any of those. Those are too cheap. But everything that we had seen, they were like, $25 and $30 shirts, and I'm like, I don't want to pay that for a T-shirt. I certainly don't think our Silverline fans want to pay that. I'm like, we just keep looking. And the other thing was, we could find some, but then, oh yeah, we'll do this, but you gotta make 50 of them. I'm like, well, I'm not making 50 of them. What am I gonna do with 50 of them? But he said, hey, I know a guy, contact him here, tell him you know me, and go from there. And so I emailed him and said, hey, here's what I want to do. What do you want? And so he sent me a couple of samples. I'm like, man, these look really, really good. I like these. And so we tried them out. I can't remember which Kickstarter it was. We tried them out a few Kickstarters ago. And when we got them, we're like, wow. Hey, guys, check the Kickstarter.
Whoa,
What?
Who
Steve
was it? Who did it?
came through.
Who did it?
O.C.D. 2111 is where we're at.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Big jump.
Nice.
All right. Any
Whoever
like
you
a
are out there, thank you so very
horn.
much. Absolutely. So anyway, that's the story of my T-shirt guy. I've never even met him, to be honest with you. We've just swapped you. You're muted, Steve. We can't hear you.
oh,
That was my
sorry.
brother. That was my brother. I just asked him, was that you? Because I just resent him the link for the third time.
I
Oh,
was
really?
gonna say
Oh.
there was somebody else besides me that did it.
Oh, you did it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did it too.
Yay!
I bought 2 shirts once I found my
Sweet.
site.
Sweet. Thank you, Steve.
But now I'm questioning my thing because you've never even met the guy who makes the shirts. Might be a little child labor
There's an
going on
intermediary
there.
in there.
No, I don't think so. It comes out of the United States. I will say that.
You don't think there's child labor in the United States?
No, that's
Only in
not
the
what I'm
South.
saying. They're not coming from West Virginia. I'll say that.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa. There are some fine people that have come out of West Virginia.
yeah, a couple of them.
But
We can only have sweatshops in the South because it doesn't get warm enough up here.
problem
Let's
with
put it
West
this
Virginia
way: it ain't coming out of a place north of the Macy-Dixon line.
the problem with West Virginia is you got to look over and Ohio is across that river. And
Beautiful. And you're so close. You're so close.
no,
Well,
Ohio.
thank you,
there.
Rory's brother, and thank you, Steve,
Yeah.
for getting us over there.
All right, yeah, Tommy, we can start.
Tommy's like, yeah,
If we just
I've
reclip
done,
this and all the parts where we made fun of Tommy, we'd have like half an hour.
I know.
Tommy's like, I'm done doing whatever I was doing. I can pay attention now. Y'all start over.
Okay, so Roland, you still don't you still haven't told me what's next
No.
in the pipeline.
Yeah, I was heading towards
Quit
my
dodging the question.
my schedule.
Tell you what, it's going to be huge. It's going to be gigantic. We have
It's really
big.
It's big. It's going to be
Huge.
amazing. It's gonna,
Greatest big league.
So Steve, you've been following us long enough to know that we don't put anything on the schedule until it's finished. We have several books racing to the finish line, and so while I know my next dates for my next Kickstarter is June 6th through the 25th, I'm not sure what those books will be, but I will give you a rundown of some of the books that are barreling that way. Okay, Obsoletes #2 is completely penciled and is actually no Obsoletes #2 is completely inked, so it's just getting colored. So Obsoletes 2, Bear 2 is pretty close to being done.
Burr. It's Burr. Get it right.
Burr.
Bear
Yeah.
#2.
Okay, bad.
Silverline Team Up is booking. Pete's actually just finished the entire issue. Tommy's working on it, and Roberta's working on it. Cat and Mouse 4 is finally this close to finishing because the guy just sent me page 20. I have 2 more pages of Cat and Mouse 4, so it's pretty close. Wolf Hunter.
Ooh.
Half of the issue is penciled, and it's a new guy, and they look great. They look fantastic.
Can you
Similar to the first
share?
one, or-
Can you share some of those? Because
Yeah, I'd like to see the Wolf Hunter.
I like Wolf Hunter.
Wolf Hunter was good.
No, not right now. No, it's okay. I meant I meant like those of us on the inside. Who get
Oh,
to-
okay.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
sneaky
the hooker.
peekies.
I
Yeah.
think I did in the last update. in the last in-house.
Which I
think
read.
Yeah.
I didn't
there
get
was
that
there
email.
there
I'm
should've
good
been
about-
no, you didn't get that one, Steve. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I do an in-house.
Was it just the pencils?
Just for it was pencils, yeah. Just for the
Okay,
Silverline creative team members, just to kind of let them know where we're at, where we're at with various things. Like one of the things that people frequently ask me is about where we are with Diamond. So I try to kind of keep the team updated. Sometimes they usually the team knows about projects before we announce them. Actually, Steve, you knew about one of my projects before I announced it to anybody because I showed you at one of the conventions that we were at. I think I told you about Rejects before. Now the team knew, but I told you about Rejects before we had ever made any announcements.
You showed me Rejects like 2 years ago.
Yep. Yeah.
Why it was still concepts.
Yes. Yeah. I'll wait till you see the new artist that's on it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. He's a Mexican cartoonist. I'll send you a page, Steve.
I thought you were saying Mexican Cartel.
Mexican cartoonist. I've actually been. If you follow my Instagram, I've actually been posting some of his artwork on Instagram. I posted a panel, scrolling through there now, and then I posted a couple of his designs. So you'll see who the main one of the characters that's going to show up in the issue 2 is. I'm really excited about this guy. He hasn't done a whole lot of comic books. He's done some, but he's done a lot of cartoons, cartoon drawings, and so I'm really excited about that. Let's see what else. Where's my list of books? What else am I forgetting, guys? I just got word from Brent that Kayla's Achilles' Last Stand, is that what it's called? Achilles' Last Stand? Whatever. Kayla's Volume 2. That whole book is completely penciled and inked. So that should be coming along pretty soon.
What about the holiday special number 2?
Yeah, you can ask this team about the holiday special.
What about our Halloween one?
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on now. What about the holiday? You got to ask
I've
him.
had one response. So
did you really?
If that
where there's a whip.
That's one of those. If you want it done, you got to reach out and say, here's what I want.
Well, yeah.
Boom.
I selfishly wanted Steam Patriots number 2 done, and
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I will say, Steve, there's a couple of new things coming along. I made a handshake with somebody, virtual handshake with somebody. My only clue I'll give you is that it furthers my connections to Malibu. So it is a Malibu connection. I can't really say much about that. I told these guys this the other day, but I'm really excited about that as well. So yeah, dude, we're still cooking on all cylinders and making comic books.
That's good.
I think you're mixing your metaphors, but that's okay. That's okay.
It is okay.
I'm stepping in. I'm stepping in what you're cooking. I'm picking up what you're smelling, what you're stepping in.
Rolling from the backwoods, they cook on cylinders. You take the engine out, get the fire going. There you go.
Well, it's really funny because when Scott was talking about Steam Patriots, so I am from a family of farmers. I have seen in more than one occasion where my family's from, an old tractor engine that the wheels are off of and everything, sitting out in the middle of a field, water pump.
Yeah,
it's just an old tractor engine, and it's pumping the water. When you said that, I just kind of laughed. I'm like, oh, yeah, I've seen that.
We had a tiny ski slope here. And it was it was a big hill. And the same thing. It had a tractor engine at the bottom with a PTO wheel on it and a rope that went up to another pulley. And
you just held on to it?
You stood it, you grabbed on, and it pulled you up the hill. It didn't even. Some of them have little handles. This was just rope.
I have destroyed
didn't have knots.
Nope. Most of the time, for new skiers like me, I was like 12 years old. I fell over most of the time because if you didn't keep your skis right, too, you're going. You're going. I'd get about 10 feet up the hill and fall over, and my brother would laugh at me.
Skis off, go on your back, just grab on and just
drag. Yeah, my brother, my older brother, with all his love, he'd go up and down the hill and then ski right past me and laugh at me, and I'm on the ground wallowing and crying. And 12-year-old, he's laughing. Love you.
Yeah,
our older brother's great, Rory.
Yeah. Well, they're great when they push us over the 50% mark.
So
they are.
Let me ask you, Steve. Which of all of those things that I mentioned, which next Silverline thing are you most anticipating?
Rejects.
Team Patriots 3.
Rejects. Okay.
Oh my. Whoa.
Yep.
Interesting.
You know, I loved it since you showed me the concept of them from the get go.
Cool. Very cool.
And Team Patriots #2. Yes.
Yes.
You get yours for free.
Hey, I bought the whole completist cover set.
Ooh.
God love
That was my original backing. Tonight I added on to shirts for me and Trish.
Steve is probably, and I have to go back and look for to be for sure, but Steve is probably the second, and you know who the first one is, the second most owned Silverline original artwork from our Kickstarters.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So when we hit it big, and all of our property is worth millions, we know whose house to go to. And
Yeah.
Yep, that's called Tom Rock.
I didn't mention who was first.
Oh, I know who's first because he's the one who always gets it before me.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have the party at your house though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meetup spot is his house on our way to Tom's.
On our way to
right?
Tom's.
Okay, guys, we've hit our hour, and we've added some time because Scott came in late, so
Yep.
we gave him his
Yeah.
hour.
Yep.
Jeez.
I'll own it.
So
And we
Rowan,
hit our goal of reaching the halfway point and more.
you did.
Yeah.
Now I sit there and say, why did I do the shirts if somebody else did it? Oh. But you still have 9 days to go.
We got it. We're doing
Yes.
it. We got
We'll
it.
make it. We will make it.
Okay, Roland,
Yes,
where can people see you next? Find you?
You
Touch
talking about
you.
live or on the streams?
I'm talking about live where they can touch you.
Live where they can touch me is going to be Free
That's what
Comic
it's
Book Day. I'm doing a Free Comic Book Day. Tommy
1,
and I
2,
will both
3.
be at Coliseum of Comics on East Colonial. And that will be Free Comic Book Day, for those of you who don't know, is May the 6th.
Is
And
that in Deltona or Daytona?
No, that's
Winter
in
Springs.
Orlando.
Orlando.
No, it's in Orlando.
Orlando proper. Okay.
Orlando proper, yeah. It's actually right around the corner from Full Sail University. Not far from there at all. So yeah.
Been there.
East Colonial, Coliseum of Comics. Tommy and I will both be there for Free Comic Book Day. So that's where I will be next.
Okay, Scott, what about you? Where can people touch you and physically handle your books?
So the next
Good distinction.
The next thing I know of that I've got on the books is Three Rivers Comic Con first weekend in June. So
It's gonna be amazing.
yeah, Roy's going to be there.
We're minor celebrities there, so we got our first fan mail from.
Yeah, and that's in Pittsburgh. And then we'll go out and get a Pittsburgh style sandwich in honor of Roland. He had one last year.
I did have one. Yeah.
We'll lift a glass. But we knew he was uncomfortable up there in Yankee Land.
You guys made me.
Why do they all talk so
guys
different
made
up
me
there?
super comfortable. In fact, Rory went above and beyond.
Yeah.
Let him sleep with me.
Yeah. Roy said, "This is how we do it in the Coast Guard."
The Navy's got nothing on us.
So Rory and I will be in Pittsburgh. There might be, if something comes up in the interim between now and the first weekend in June, we will let our adoring fans know. But that's where we plan to be next, and it's a great show too. So if you're up that way,
Yeah.
somewhere in America, swing through Pittsburgh, first weekend in June.
Yeah, I was able to go up there last year, and I had a blast. You got these guys are going to rock the show. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks.
Now,
the
how
parlor
come you
with
guys how come you guys are not set up for Free Comic Book Day anywhere? That is a national holiday.
That's a
Come
good
on.
question. That's actually a really
We're
good question.
slackers. That is a
Yeah.
good question. I'm feeling the guilt.
I put zero
Yeah.
brain power
You
to
got
it.
time. It's 2
Yeah.
weeks. If you reach out now, you got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if we come up with something, we will
Yeah.
spread the word. So keep an eye on at Steam Patriots and at Silverline on all the socials everywhere. We try to post as much as we can with all of our updates and so forth. And I'm making we're halfway post right now. So thank you to everybody who got us there.
Now, Rory,
that's all
are you going to be at the same places that Scott's going to be at?
Yes, I'll be there harassing the ever living daylights out of him, keeping him in line. Quit harassing the customers. Yeah.
Right. No,
Yeah,
we stand there.
together.
We stand there. and We say, no, you talk to the
You talk.
You talk to the furry. You talk to the furry. No, you talk to the furry.
Those are the best people because they have to have
all
a
the
human.
girls that look single.
Nothing wrong
Yeah,
with furry.
I did.
They don't
the
have
girls that look
opposable thumbs.
single, Scott sends Rory to.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
She's
Yeah,
single.
no,
Go
no.
talk to her.
Yep.
And then Rory says, "Yeah, she doesn't look widowed." So
Right.
I can't
Yeah.
talk to her.
Right. Not old enough. Not
Yep,
enfeebled
nope.
enough.
If you're not an old rich widow with a bad
Hair's
cough,
not gray.
nothing to do with it.
Okay, Trish. She's mad at me, but I'm making her. What events are going on in Florida this weekend? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, you don't got a microphone on. Well, you have it on, but I don't think you have a microphone.
You need one of those stick mics that you can just hang over.
Yeah.
Why don't you walk this way and get
Walk
closer to
this
my
way.
microphone?
Just gonna do that.
Things over here.
Well, it's a
Trish is
laptop. It moves with you.
Don't want to be on the screen.
She doesn't have to be on the screen. She can stand right here.
Yeah, and you can still hear her.
Yeah.
Hi, Trish.
Fish.
Hi.
Hello.
Turn off my. So this weekend is TenochiCon in Deltona.
It's the second year. Yeah, it's in Deltona. It's the second year. Martin Piero is going to be there along with Heidi.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Martin's an okay guy.
on Saturday, we're also going to have Prehistoric Con in Mulberry.
And that is run by the same people who do Sci-Fi Bartow.
Okay.
And then we're going to have Florida Extravaganza down in Tampa. Not we, but there is going to be.
And that's where the Confather is going to be at this weekend.
Cool.
And then also the big Earth Day birthday. And that's at the fairgrounds.
Yeah,
in
that's
Orlando.
that's the big show of the weekend is Earth Day birthday. That's the number one show here in or Florida this
Is that
weekend.
a geek show or?
No, it's bands but they do have vendors there like Monica and Graven are set up there. A lot of vendors that Roland are. Yep, Josh Bauer's set up there. It's a huge thing. And it's one of those that it's been going on for years and it's gotten just so huge.
Wow. Okay.
But it's the thing to do this weekend. That's the number one thing. And then you got TenochiCon in Deltona, which we're going to go check out since it's in our backyard.
Shoot, yeah. I never even heard of it.
Neither had we.
But Martin's going to be there, huh?
Fun. Yep, Martin's going to be there. Heidi's going to be there. Cool as Heck is going to be there. Some other people I've never heard of is going to be there. If you Earth Day birthday is really
we're pretty Earth Day friendly. I mean, our comics are made from recycled trees.
Very friendly.
Why is it giving me? I tried to Google it, and it's giving me a route from Deltona to Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Okay. Go to our. You got it pinned to the top of our page.
O.C.D. page.
Yeah, go to O.C.D. page up at the top. You can just click on the link to it, and it'll take you there. But with that, guys, we're gonna take off. Thank you, Scott and Rory, for coming on
Thank
again.
you.
Always
Thanks
love
for having
talking
us
with you guys.
Yeah, wonderful.
And next time you're on the show, Rory's his beard's gonna be like
Even.
ZZ Top.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you
And
saying
more
are you
gray.
saying it's going to be gray? Yeah.
Turn the screen this way.
Yeah. I'm going to need a portrait.
Well, I keep expecting him to come on and go wah, 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 when it's the duck calls.
I'll put my bandana on.
Yeah, right.
Steve, thank you.
Kenosha. I thought you were saying Kenosha.
Oh, no, Kenosha.
Gotcha.
I heard.
Like I said, thank you guys. We will talk again. You know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
If you guys want to hang on for a second after the exit, and we'll talk for a minute.
Sounds good. Talk more about
And
comics.
until the
Thank
next
you.
one, guys, take it easy.
Good night.
Thank you.
Drinking tonight. I won't remember any of this in the morning.